surrounded by hundreds of indecipherable words that those around you find inspiring or instructional. Magical words that for some create a life full of awareness and pleasure. Words that excite, words that inspire, words that anticipate, that frighten, that inform. The world is full of words. A dyslexic person is denied the pleasure of the written word and is burdened with a bleak environment, until, that is, some remedial action is taken. One definition of dyslexia is a problem in dealing with words and symbols that makes it harder for a dyslexic person to learn to read, write and spell, and sometimes causes difficulties with mathematics and reading music. For an individual with dyslexia, it can go deeper than that. It can produce poor short-term working memory, coordination errors, spoken language difficulties, and behavioral complications related to the frustration of being confronted by words without meaning. That's how a dyslexic person has to survive. Most of us rely on an understanding of written language, even down to the most mundane events in our lives. Persons with severe dyslexia living alone can find themselves on some surprising diets. In the supermarket, they're confronted by a vast array of food labels. Some have pictures on for identification, but as to the contents, it's a game that can make supper something of a gamble. It's obviously tomatoes, but they could end up with tomato soup, chopped tomatoes with mushrooms and garlic, peeled tomatoes, tomatoes chopped with basil or with herbs, tomatoes with peppers and onions, tomatoes with garlic, tomatoes in juice, or even tomatoes with chili. The can opener reveals the truth. For most young people with dyslexia, their inability to benefit from standard teaching methods is first noticed by the age of 7, when teachers observe a late development in their ability to read and write. Quite often, the child's expressive and creative skills are above normal, and their inability to interpret these verbal or graphic statements into a written form causes much concern and often surprise for both teachers and parents.